Welcome back again to SpinPro17.com. This is part 2 of our new matrix super system. So part 1 you've seen already, which shows you how to use the split number system using our matrix sequence of numbers. Now we're going to go to part 2, which is how to use the single numbers as your sequence, as your bets. And that can also be combined with part 3, or we'll do a separate part 3 to show you. Okay, so let's continue on without further ado. Okay, so for this part 2, we're going to use single numbers. Okay, now remember we started with a bankroll of $4.98 and we ended up with $5.10. We've made $12 in 3 minutes, or whatever the case may be. We took a break. Okay, for this one, we're going to use 35 to 1. Okay, and we're going to use the bankroll of 5.10. That's where we started from. Okay. Again, this thing is so powerful. I mean, use the right way, use the proper bankroll. I recommend $1,000 just so you don't play with scared money, or 500. You don't play with scared money. I cannot see why someone, the average person, can't even make easily $200 an hour, and you can make that within a half hour or more if it's done right. And that's using $1 units, of course. Just remember something. If you make 50 units within 10 minutes using $1 units, $1 as your, base bankroll or your base bet, that's $50 in 10 minutes. But if you were making the same 50 units, but you were using 50-cent coins and you made the same 50 units, it's only $25. Okay. And if it's 25 cents, of course, it's less. So it depends on your level of play. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we started off with 510. As you can see, it's right here. So we're going to do the same thing. Okay, we're going to spin. Number 7 comes up, and again we would put that into here. Please don't write the numbers down because you're only going to get burned later on. Okay, so we're going to use 6 numbers. Okay, but it's 35 to 1 now. Okay, so we're going to use 26, 29, 2, 13, 20, and 10. So 26, 29, 2, 10, 13, and 20. Okay, and we're going to spin. And the number 6 comes out, so we don't have that. Okay, so again, there's 2 ways of doing this. This is part 2. We'll show you part 3 in a minute. Okay, so now it says 6. Okay, we're betting 6 numbers. Okay, 9, 29, 31, 22, and 14. 9. Again, these numbers change, so it's just kind of hard to even remember this. Okay. 22, 14, and 18. 22, 14, 18. This method, part 2, sometimes may take you a little longer. Have to admit. Sometimes it'll be quick. You make your target and more in a snap. Sometimes it may take you a little longer, but you'll get there. And part 3 definitely is a little bit more powerful than part 2. That's why we saved the best for last. Okay. So this still says 1 unit is all you need to bet. Okay. So here we go. 11, had a miss. Okay, not a problem. Oh, we forgot to put the L here. So your bankroll is counting down. Okay, so put in 11, and you had 34, 17, 25, and 27. 34, 17, 25. What's it, 27? Just remember these numbers. If you put in this number 11 right here again, it's, oh, actually it just changed. Oh, well, lo and behold, we put in the number 11 and we were starting to put these numbers down. So we'll actually clear this. Not a problem. Once you have put these, if you put number 11 here, these numbers are going to change. So even though there were original numbers here, okay, and they changed because we actually clicked on this by accident, that's okay. So 20, 10, 29, that's not a problem. I'll take care of that. It should be the same thing, right? Let me see here. 20, 10, 29, 13, 2, and 26. Okay. Same 6 it's asking for, right? Make sure you put in the 6 here. Okay. And let's see what it's coming up with. It's still asking you for 1. Okay. So you're, let's see, here we go. Why is it? Okay, it's 492 because you've made that bet. Okay. So 31 came out. You know, the original sequence of numbers, I believe we would have had the 31. Okay. So you have a loss. So it says 492. Okay, so let's put in here. Hopefully I don't make that mistake again. But it doesn't matter. As a paid member, you're going to have your numbers. You just go ahead and play them. Play them as they are. Okay, 31. And in step 3, we would have hit already. So, okay, it's, again, 6 numbers. But here's the difference. It's still asking for 1. So 33, 16, 24, 1, 5, and 20. 33, 16. Let's go 33, 16. 24, 1, 5, and 20. 24, 1, 5, and 20. You know, I really feel bad about, I'm not going to re-record the video because it just makes sense because we're just doing this, you know, a live straight up demo. And we would have hit on the last one and would have been ahead. So it is what it is. Okay. So you had a miss here and 4 came out. Still not a big issue. Going to put the loss here. And this is why I said the difference is sometimes you're going to hit on your first crack, second or third crack. Sometimes you may go a little deeper. Don't worry, your bankroll will not suffer. You're going to be just fine. The system 3, I believe, is a little more powerful over system 2, but that's okay because this is the only difference is this is a little more cost effective. Okay, so there's your numbers there. Again, please don't write these numbers down because this is going to change. You put the number 7 here and it's not going to be, if you put 7 here again, it's not going to be these numbers. If you put 7 here, it's not going to be these numbers. Okay, so let's put in the 6. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so it's still asking for 1. Again, it's protecting your bankroll. 11, 17, 28, 31. 11, 17, 28, 31. 24 and 1. Okay. 24 and 1. And 34 came down, didn't have that. Okay, so we're going to put in a loss. And then we're going to put in 34 here. You got 26, 29, 10 again. If you notice something, and I'd like to point this out, you see here it says 26, 29, 20, 10, 13, and 2. Ironically, these 3 happen to have had those same sequences, but they're not equivalent to these numbers. This is why I'm telling you, they can and they will change on you. Okay, so we know what we got here. And this is asking for 6. It's probably going to change now. So it's telling you 2. 26, 29, 10, 13. Okay, so it's going to be 2, 10, 13, 20, 26, 29. So we've put those in and we spin away. And the number 9 comes out. Not a problem. I'm glad this is actually working this way. So you can see that you're not going to be in trouble in the end. Okay. It still tells you to. 14, 31, 29, 18. 14. Let's see. 14, 31, 29, 18. 31, 29, 18. 9 and 22. 9 and 22. Okay, so your total bet is still 12. Okay, 34 came down, didn't have that. You notice 34 was here. Okay, so we're going to put a loss here. Okay, our bankroll is not in bad shape. Okay, so this is why we tell you don't play with scared money. Don't go in there and play $200 as your bankroll. Excuse me, because you want to have the ammunition. Excuse me. So your numbers is 33, 5, 1, 24. But what we got to do is we got to put this in this column here. Okay, we have to put in the 6. Okay, and please don't take this for face value. There's a lot of times you're going to hit far before this happens. Okay, this is just one of those sequences that happen. And the only reason this happened is because I made that mistake where I changed I had clicked on this 11 and these original numbers changed. 31 was here, you would have had your hit right here. Okay, but I'm showing you just in case you didn't. You're going to go down a little bit, you're going to be fine. 33, 5, 1, 24, 16. 33, 5, 1, 24, 16. Let's see what's going on here. 35, 1, 24, 16. I believe this is 20. Okay. And 20. All right. And 23 came down. Didn't have that. Okay. 23. You're putting in 6. Tells you to bet 3, 10, 20, 13. Okay. So we're going to put 3. Okay. All right. And there you go. Watch your bankroll. You've exceeded your target, folks. Remember you started with 510? Okay, again, you would have hit earlier, but we didn't go that route. Your bankroll was not in question. You still had a lot of ammunition. You weren't betting a huge amount of money. You bet $18 stake. That's all you spent. Anyway, there is your situation. You're at 534 now. Certainly within a half hour, you're $36 ahead. But you would have made your other $10 or more target, so you would have stopped. Done. End of story. Okay? So again, this works this way. Now we're going to give you the third way of using it. But again, please don't write these numbers down because you know what could happen if you make one mistake. The numbers would change. Okay? All right. So